Yes, so we are going to discuss the question answers. First question, I want you to answer the questions quickly. Is it okay? So that discussion will be there. So first question, page number 16. Yes, Rohit, I have seen. So first question is, for how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? Give reasons for your answer. Okay, so Anmol has given the answer. Connie must have kept Jim's letter for a long time because she told the narrator how she read it every day so that she could feel that Jim was near her. Okay, for a long time. Anyone else? Yes, anyone else? For the same question, what do you think for how long Connie had kept Jim's letter? How long? We know the date when she received the letter, right? And now we also know her age. So what do you think? Yes, bache, hurry up. What do you think? I'm not asking the exact years, just what do you think? How long? Otherwise, Anmol's answer is correct. She must have kept kept her letter for okay lifetime time as she loves her husband and that was the only thing with her. Yes, that is also correct. What about others? Where is Bani, Avni? Anmol has given the answer. Akshita, Akshima. Yes, bache, Asta. Okay, Raghav's answer is here. Connie had kept Jim's letter till January. The letter was dated. Okay. So for this, Raghav, I think, okay, one more. Connie had kept the letter for a long time. That is from, yes, 1915 till her house got fire because she got her husband's letter in 1915 and lost it when her house got fire. Okay, yes, that is correct. So the answer that you need to write is in your own words. Definitely, I'm going to write the hints only. So the answer is that she received the letter in 1915, right? This was the year when she received the letter. Okay, Shivam's answer is here. Connie kept Jim's letter for a long period of time. We understand this from the fact that she told the narrator how she used to read the yes every day to feel Jim's presence. So it is from 1915 to you can write till date or it was a long period of time you can say because when she received the letter she was young. How can we tell this? Because her husband was fighting the war, right? And she was young that time, but now she was 101. So that it must be for a long period of time, right? And that is why we cannot give the exact years. So that is why we'll write from 1915 when she received the letter to till date. Okay, got it? And then from where give reasons you have already given because she used to read the letter. He used to read the letter every day to feel Jim's presence. Okay, okay, Bani has given the answer. She had kept the letter for a long time as she misses her husband and it was the last time. Okay, then is Connie kept Jim's letter for a long period of time. She must had kept okay entire life. She is still alive, so it was with her every time, not exact years, but from 1915 to till date when the narrator when the narrator or the house got fire, right? And then the reason because she used to read the letter every day. Yes, Rohit, your answer is correct. I have read your answer and it is correct. Is it clear? this answer? Next is, why do you think the desk had been sold and when? Two questions are there. Be careful. First is why. Second is when. Okay, the Anmol's answer is here. The desk must have been sold when Connie's house had burnt. The narrator bought that desk from junk shop to his house. The desk was in bad condition with scorch marks and the top was in several pieces. Correct. Shivam's answer is the roll top desk was put up for sale when the house in which Mrs. Jim Macpherson lived had caught fire and she was taken to the Burlington House nursing home. Most of the things got burned and were put up for sale thereafter. Okay, the roll top desk was put up for sale when the house in which, okay, correct, Shiva, Raghav's answer, the desk must have been sold when Connie's house had burned. The table had been damaged by fire as well as water. Tanushka's answer, when the house in which Connie Macpherson lived had caught fire, the desk must have been sold, after which she was taken to nursing home. All the things okay. It was made in 19th century and sold as Connie's house was burnt and desk was in bad condition. Okay, Bani, correct. When Connie's house got fire, everything got burned, including the roll top desk. So it was taken to junkyard and was put up for sale. From there, the author bought it. Correct, Avni. So all the answers are correct. So I'll just write the points. First is, why do you think the desk had been sold? Because the house of Connie's house you can write, or Jim Macpherson's house had burned or caught fire. You can write anything. Right? You can write like this, and then is, and when. Why do you think the desk had been sold and when? So the answer is clear. When the house in which Connie Macpherson lived caught fire. Then after that you have to give the details how the desk looked. It was in a bad condition. Roll top. It was a 19th century roll top desk. It was in a bad condition because of the damage done by water and fire. Got it? So I think this answer is also clear. Next is, why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? What do you think? Rohit has given the answer. Let me read. Just wait, Rohit. Okay, Jim and Hans thought that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts because nobody lays down their lives in matches, correct? Neither do children become orphans, nor do wives become widows. Correct. Correct, Rohit. Yes, because there is no bloodshed. There is no bloodshed, violence, weapons. No children will be orphaned and no wives would be widowed. Just wait. Okay. Both Jim and Hans were soldiers. Both were warm-hearted. They had seen the sufferings of war, so it was natural for them to hate war. Yes, they hated war. They favored a peaceful solution to settle disputes. Games or sports, they said, were good ways of resolving conflicts. I also quite agree. Okay. So the question is, why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Because there is no bloodshed, right? Then there is no child is orphaned. Okay, Yashika is saying, yes, I agree, as when we play with someone, with a team, work with child-hearted, so that time all become children. Okay, there is no war, right? No war. Then you have to write no child. No child is orphaned, right? And no wives become wives, widows. So you have to write these points because everyone loves peace, right? We like peace. Same with the soldiers, as they are also human beings, so they also like to live peacefully. That is why they thought, Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson thought that games and sports are good ways of resolving conflicts, because in these types of competitions, in these types of matches, there is no bloodshed, nobody uh, dies, right? And then no child is orphaned, and wives also, they are not widows. Okay, so you have to write the yes, Bhavika, no one dies. Correct. Avni's answer, because while playing a game, no one dies. In a sport, one team wins without any violence, right? In a game, no wives become widows and no children becomes orphan. In simple words, conflict is solved peacefully, right? Correct. So, peace is the main. Yes, so peace is the, you can say, main thing in which we focus, because we all love peace. We love to live peacefully with our family members. Is it okay? So these are the reasons. Yes, Punya, correct. This is because sports, it is a kind of fun, and we play with team spirit and we enjoy also, right? There is a result, but with that result, enjoyment is also there. But in war, no enjoyment is there. Yes, we definitely get the result there also, but without any enjoyment. Okay? So you have to write these points. Please make sure that these are just hints. You are not supposed to write as it is. Make proper sentences. Then is fourth. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? What do you think? Whether they are like each other or they are different? And then find evidence from the story to support your answer. Then you have to give evidence. Okay, both armies celebrated Christmas. Okay, they shared good moments together by eating, laughing, drinking, and talking with each other. They agreed about the consequences or negative impacts of war. Okay. Rohit's answer, Raghav is saying all human beings are alike in many ways. Correct. They love peace and hate war. They want to live together. Examples are when they were calling. Okay. They wished Merry Christmas to all. So, do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? You will say that they are like each other. And definitely, without any doubt, the soldiers are like each other. The reasons, first reason is because they, both the armies or the soldiers, they want peace, right? They want peace. But still they have to fight. They want to go back. They want to go back to their family, right? Okay. Yeshika is saying yes, they totally differ from each other, as no one can be same, especially that time when they, no, Yeshika, I think they actually are same, when, same when it comes to how they think, because the soldiers of both the armies want peace, right? They don't want to fight. It is not like, okay, Germans want to fight or English or Britishers want to fight. It is that the both armies want peace. Is it okay? So this way they are same. They don't want any bloodshed. They want to enjoy the festival, right? They want to enjoy the festival, and then there is no, actually there is no hatred. They were ready to play games peacefully. So these are few reasons. I got Avni's answer. Yes, the soldier of two armies are like each other because both wanted peace. Yes, they did not want to fight. Both did not want to fight on Christmas and wanted to celebrate. Yes, correct. Bani is saying as British and German play a game. Yes, correct. They share food like sausages, drinks. They shared about their family members also, from where they belong, right? So they were talking about these things. And then Paramjit is saying, yes, they were like each other as they are also humans, right? They want to live, want peace, have feelings. It is the war that is making them different. Yes, correct. Very well said that it is the war that creates the difference. Otherwise, as a human being, they don't want to fight, right? As a human being, they want to live peacefully like others. And then is Rohit is saying both the armies longed for peace, correct, and exchanged. Yes, they exchanged Christmas carols also means they celebrated Christmas and they hoped to unite with their respective families soon. They played matches also, and they also agreed on this term that yes, there shouldn't be any war. Instead of wars, football matches or the games or sports should be there so that the conflicts could be resolved peacefully. Akshima is saying the soldiers of both armies were like each other. Yes, evidence. Okay, so when you have to give evidence, you will write that both armies celebrated Christmas. They agreed on the negative aspects of war. They shared food. All human beings are like. Yes, important. Correct, Avni. They want to go back to their families. Okay, so I got so many answers and answers are correct. Tanushka is saying both the armies celebrated Christmas. They agreed on the termination of wars and about their negative aspects also. They played football match. So, do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other? Yes, I agree that the soldiers of two armies are like each other because they are also human beings. They also have feelings, right? And then they think similarly, they want peace, they do not want to fight, they want to go back to their family members. So you have to give evidence. So for evidence, you will write they played a match, played match, evidence, they played match, football match, where they enjoyed, right? There was not exactly any competition, but for enjoyment only. They shared food and drink. They shared food and drinks. Then they talked about their families, right? They talked about their families. And then also they agreed on the idea that they wanted peace, right? They agreed over the idea that they wanted peace. So these are the evidences. Clear? They shook their hands, right? First, when Hans Wolf and that Jim McPherson, they met, they were shaking hands. So you can write that also. Now mention the various ways in which the British and German soldiers become friends and find things in common at Christmas. I think we have already discussed that also. So answer number 5th is almost same. But change the wording. You can change, okay? Got the answers. Yes, they became friends as Hans and Jim were sharing their life story or their past. They sung. Okay, they sang carols and played football like friends. That time they feeling. Yes, they were happy. Both the British and the German soldiers were enemies at the war. Right. You can write that it was the irony that they were fighting against each other, but at the same time, there were no hatred in their hearts. They wanted to live peacefully. They wanted to celebrate Christmas together. Okay, this was the irony. They were in the field, they were fighting, but in that field where there was bloodshed a moment ago, they were enjoying, they were celebrating Christmas that time. Okay, they belonged to different camps. They also sang Christmas carols. Yes, they sang Christmas carols together also. They wished each other. They got over hatred and played a friendly football match. Correct? Yes, they wished each other. Yes, correct, Punya. They wished each other Happy Christmas. And they became friends, shared their life stories. Correct, Yashika? Prabal, correct. Yes, your answer is correct. So, it is mentioned the various ways in which the British and the German soldiers become friends and find things in common at Christmas. They sang carols, shared food, Then they talked about the places from where they belonged, right? They talked about the novels or the books they have read. Okay. Yes, Christmas Carol. Wait, Bunny. Let me complete this. And then they also talked about their family members. We have discussed that also. So the answers are almost same. Next is, yes, this is very important. What is Connie's Christmas present? Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? Two questions are there. Okay, be careful. Two questions are there. So, when the narrator came to see Connie and gave her the letter, she thought that he is her husband, Jim. She thought that Jim had come home for Christmas because that was a Christmas day. This was Connie's best Christmas present in the world because Jim had written in the letter that he would come back home on Christmas. She was very happy and told narrator to read the letter. Correct? Yes, correct. This is Anmol's answer. Bani is saying Connie's best Christmas present was the meeting of her husband, but in reality, he was not her husband, and for her, it is the best present as she was meeting her husband after a long period of time. She was happy. Yes, correct. It is that what is Connie's Christmas present? It was her husband, Jim. But you will write when the narrator visited Connie to return the letter. She was so old that she mistook, she was so old and she was also waiting for her husband so eagerly that she mistook the narrator. What happened? That she mistook the narrator for her husband. Okay, for her husband, Jim. For her husband, Jim. Got it? It was the best Christmas present because she was waiting to meet her husband, right? And as Jim had also written in the last letter that he would come to meet her or they would celebrate the next Christmas together, and that when the narrator went to see her, went to return the letter to her, that day was also Christmas. So she thought, she mistook that it was her husband. Got it? So this was the best Christmas present as she was waiting for him. Why it was best? Because she was waiting for him. She was waiting for him as he had written in his last letter that they would celebrate the next Christmas together. And the day when the narrator visited was also the Christmas day. Okay, so I got the answers from you also. Connie's Christmas present was meeting Jim. her husband again after a long time on Christmas Day, as he had written in his letter. Though the narrator was mistaken for Jim, but for her it was the best Christmas gift. Correct, Paramjeet? Punya is saying Connie's best Christmas present was the coming of her husband after a long time, but in reality, the person was the narrator. For her, it was the best Christmas present in the world. Correct, Punya? Rohit is saying when the narrator visited Connie to deliver her husband's letter, she mistook him to be her husband, Jim McPherson, due to her old age and memory loss. Okay. Okay, Karan. Then is when the author visited Connie to return her letter, she thought that the visitor was her husband, Jim. This was her best Christmas present because she was waiting for him for too long. Okay, she did not know he was dead, so that's why this was correct. This was her best Christmas present. Correct, Bhavika. So the answers that you have given are correct. Now let us quickly complete the last. Do you think the title of the story is suitable for it? I think the title of the story is suitable, right? What do you think? Do you think the title of the story is suitable? According to me, it is suitable because the story, if you see, the story revolves around Christmas only, right? The story is revolving around Christmas. When that Jim McPherson, he wrote the letter, he was describing something that happened on the Christmas day, right? And then he also promised to visit or to meet her in the next Christmas. She was waiting for the next Christmas to meet her husband. Again, then when the narrator visited the lady in that nursing home, that time was also Christmas. So the chapter was actually revolving around Christmas, right? And on Christmas Day, she got the best present in the world. Though it was not actually her husband, but she mistook but she was, ultimately she was happy. Okay. Decidedly, the title of the story is most suitable for the old Connie. No other present could have given her such a joy as the coming home of Jim, her husband. Her presumption might be wrong, but she got the greatest happiness. Correct. Since the story revolves around Christmas, the alternate title, you can write any alternative title, okay? Christmas visit or any other title that you want. First, you will write the reason why you think the title is appropriate. Then leave one line and write the other title. Okay, leave one line and write the other title. According to me, the other suitable titles, then if you have one, then other suitable title is, and if you have others, means many, then write down the titles. Got it? If you have any doubt, you can ask, please. Any doubt? You have given the answers and good answers. Avni, good title. Very good title. I would like to tell others also. Avni has given the title Connie's Pure Love. That is also correct. She was waiting for her husband, right? And she kept on waiting. Title, The Last Letter. Paramjit, correct. The last letter of Jim made Connie happy. Yes, this is also correct. The last letter, this title is also suitable. It is also correct. Because we read about the letter, we read the letter, and from there we got to know the events, what happened. Okay. So this title is also correct. Now, as we are not able to complete diary entry, tomorrow we'll start with diary entry and then the other thing. Is it okay? So you have to do these question answers in your fair notebook plus comprehension check. Got it?